Christie Malthouse. Welcome to Beyond the Boundary from AFL World. On today's show, the Bombers do their bit to get kids involved in sport. We spend just a minute with Jonathan Brown and find out whatever happened to Corey McKernan. But first, Andy Lou is at home with a footy mum who has one of the best pedigrees in the game.
Today we're about to meet an avid fan who's got footy in her genes. And as you can see, it's a case of serious footy confusion. But as you're about to find out, there are 3 more football teams that are in her family bloodline. Let's go meet her.
Hello, Andy.
Jenny Ball, thank you for having us at home.
You're welcome. Come on in.
She's a footy supermum, and when we said AFL was in her genes, we weren't kidding. Genetic connection number 1, her sons. Matthew is signed with Hawthorn and brother Luke with the Saints. Oh, Jenny, you can see that the boys are still living at home because someone's still doing their laundry.
And it's easy to tell the difference because Matt's a Kelvin Klein boy and Luke's a Bonds boy.
Oh, I hope they don't mind their jocks being shown on TV.
At least they're clean.
Genetic connection number 2. Her husband Ray Ball played with both the Tigers and the Swans. But there's more. Her brother-in-law John Kennedy Jr., another top hawk. Then there's her father Felix.
And my dad played a few games with St Kilda.
With such strong footy connections, it's no wonder the house is full of trophies. Jenny calls them dust gatherers, and sometimes she thinks they're more trouble than they're worth.
Hopefully one of these days when they all leave, they can take them with them.
Most of the trophies belong to Luke, but not all of them are for football. In fact, as a junior, he represented Victoria at another sport. Was it hard for Luke to decide whether he should play cricket or football for a profession?
Well, for a while he was in a bit of a dilemma because he loved both of them, but when the time came, footy won out.
Poor kick in.
Jenny is a footy fanatic. Most weekends see her in the grandstand cheering on her son Luke, who's having a stellar career with the Saints. She spent a lot of time at the footy since she was a young girl and has some definite views on how the game has changed over the years.
I don't like all the kicking around and just keeping possession. I like the contest and accountability and the one-on-one.
And then there's the subject of footy injuries. Luke throws himself into the game like few others, but often comes off second best.
Now I recognise him now. That's Luke Ball, isn't it?
We see it every week.
Yeah, it's not very nice. He got carried off a couple of weeks ago on a stretcher and that wasn't nice. No mum would like to see that, but fortunately he bounces back and he's okay.
Oh, whose bedroom's this? It's a shocker.
Oh, this is Luke's, and actually he's usually pretty good. He's obviously left in a hurry today.
Okay. Among Luke's collection of sports memorabilia is this rare photograph of his grandfather, Felix Russo, the man who began the family's long and great genetic connection with Australian rules football. The family photo collection is a treasure trove of memories. There's the 2 boys pictured on Luke's first day at primary school and Matthew's first day at high school. Thanks so much for having us at home.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, go Saints. Hawks. Tigers? Who?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever, I'm confused.
See you later.
It's time to spend just a minute with power forward and triple premiership player with Brisbane, Jonathan Brown. Brownie, you right to go?
Yes, ready to go.
Your time starts now. Brownie, what's with the trees?
I know, I'm trying to change my image, mate. No, actually, it's National Tree Day on July 30th, and I'm helping Toyota promote the event and get out there and plant a tree on that day.
Is Arbor Day your favourite day of the year?
It is my favourite day because that's Tree Day.
Who do you rate as the scariest player in the AFL?
Oh, Barry Hall intimidates a few blokes.
Did Lee Matthews like the father-son rule when you became eligible?
He absolutely loved it.
What's the nicest thing that Lee Matthews has ever said to you?
Well done, mate.
Are you a bully off the field as well?
No, I'm not a bully. I'm a nice fella.
If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
Probably milking cows or pulling carrots.
Which team do you hate the most and why?
Collingwood.
What else is there to achieve after winning 3 premierships by the age of 22?
3 by the age of 27.
Who is the best sledger in the AFL?
Michael Voss is pretty good at it, but Martin Pike was probably the all-time.
Are you ever coming home to play with a Victorian club?
Probably not. I'm enjoying the weather too much.
Time's up! Thanks for spending just a minute with us.
I'll give you 5, mate. Beautiful.
Cheers. Survivors of Just a Minute receive 6 months access to Primus Talk Broadband, where you can reduce what you pay, not what you say, with low-cost home phone calls using your broadband connection.
Next, the Bomber program keeping kids on the ball. The Bombers have one of the youngest teams running around in the AFL this year, which is why disappointed supporters can take heart. They do have a promising future. They're also putting their youthful enthusiasm to good use off the field by becoming role models to school kids in helping them deal with everyday problems.
All right, bring it in. Bring it in.
The inner sanctum of Bomberland, usually reserved for team and staff members only. But the doors have been swung open for the students of this Bendigo High School for a special purpose.
First of all, who's WAG school before? All right, feel free. Obviously, that's probably the perfect result for me because a lot of you who haven't WAG'd, that just shows that you know it is a high risk because you don't want to do it.
And not be able to play sport ever again.
The On the Ball program encourages teenagers to get involved in sport in the hope it will keep them out of trouble and risky situations. Begun by Mark McVeigh and Adam Ramanauskas, it's now in the capable hands of Jason Winderlich and Angus Monfries.
Your mates will support you no matter whether you're winning or losing, and even though we've lost 12 in a row, or 13, whatever it is, the guys, just the morale around the club, everyone's still laughing and joking and stuff like that because it's a team environment. What we want him to do is just to lift the bar up and drop it straight down onto his chest. So we don't want him to bounce it down, you want to control it so the muscles get to work evenly up and down. I love talking to the country kids, like a little bit more than, say, the city kids, because I think growing up in the country, yeah, you don't have the same facilities to better yourself as people. So I think it is a lot harder to make it in whatever you want to do from the country, because down here in the city, like, you've got everything open to you, and I just love talking to the country kids because I just love hearing their stories because I just think, yeah, I've been there, done that.
What kind of challenges are teenagers facing there?
Obviously, drugs and alcohol is the big one, but we also deal with kids being bullied. Sometimes we deal with, they might have problems at home. They don't necessarily come out and say it, but we do cover it in a way that we can sort of, scan over each sort of topic. And if 1 or 2 kids change something around in their life, we're pretty happy.
This is just a new bit of equipment that we've got into the footy club. A lot of the soccer teams over in Europe are using these at the moment to help with recovery. It's a vibrating machine. So we'll get Zach, do you want to come up? Just as an example. We'll start it up. You want to give us a bit of a hello, something like that?
I can hardly see anything. It feels like my legs are lead.
In a season they'd rather forget, the Bombers' message to the kids of Bendigo and now city schools is particularly relevant. Dare to dream.
As soon as you stop dreaming, then you might as well just give up, because you're always, coming from where I'm from, like only a tiny little town, and I always wanted to play AFL footy. It was never going to happen, then finally it does happen. The rewards are just unbelievable. Now that Caleb's already said that he doesn't think he can do it, what do you think a couple other people think already? We can't do it, all right. Who thinks we can do it? If someone tells you you can't do something, don't listen, it's possible. Beautiful.
Tipping by Trigger for round 15, picking 6 winners. His season tally now stands at 76. Tipping winners is right down Trigger's alley, and he's been bowling them over this year with great success. Trigger has big shoes to fill to try and be the best tipster in the land, but our furry tipping wizard is ready to roll. Right, Trigger?
A big game first up between the West Coast Eagles and the Collingwood Magpies. Who does Trigger think is going to take the points?
Will he pin his hopes on the Pies? Oh no! Trigger thinks Collingwood is in a losing groove. Not good news for Maggie fans. A clean sweep for the boys from West Coast. Now the battle for the spoon is really on. Carlton against Essendon. Who does Trigger think will end up with football's most unwanted prize? The Blues to be handed this game on a platter.
Time for your Smacko's half-time break. All right, Trigger. Here you go, mate. You've earned that one. Now get back to tipping.
Big game next up between Hawthorn and the Brisbane Lions. He thinks the Hawks will strike form and win, leaving the Lions gutted by their defeat. Our final game under the Trigger spotlight is between the Dogs and the Cats. After 15 rounds against the Cats, why change now? Trigger thinks that good times will keep on rolling for the Dogs as they wipe the floor clean with Geelong. So let's recap Trigger's tips for this round. He likes West Coast over Collingwood, Carlton to beat Essendon, Hawthorn over the Lions and the Bulldogs over the Cats. In the other games for the round, Trigger goes for Sydney over Richmond, St Kilda over Port Adelaide and Melbourne to defeat Fremantle. And last night, Trigger went for Adelaide over the Kangaroos.
Good bowling, Trigger. There you go, mate. Let's go see how your tips go this week, eh?
Still to come, we find out whatever happened to one of footy's unluckiest players. You're watching Beyond the Boundary from AFL World. Former Kangaroo and Blues star Corey McKernan experienced all the highs and lows of AFL football. He played in 2 premiership sides, won All-Australian selection, but missed out on winning a Brownlow medal in quite controversial circumstances. Daniel Harford went to find out just whatever happened to the talented big man.
Oh, it's a nice looking pub. I'd go a drink too. Probably a bit early, but I could sneak one in. Oh, give anything for a drink, mate. How about a raspberry lemonade?
There you go, mate. Get that in you.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, Corey McKernan.
G'day,
just the man I'm looking for.
There you go, mate. Welcome to Leveson.
Corey McKernan provides the option. Had to stand tall in front. Drop puck is close. He's kicked it. Carlton lead by 4 goals.
So we're here at the Leveson in North Melbourne. Corey, how long have you had this place?
I've had it for about 2.5 years now. So yeah, it's been like early days were a bit hard, but now that I suppose I'm in here all the time doing all the marketing and events and those type of things, it's been really good.
Corey has a background in sports management, but he's taken to the hospitality trade like a duck to water. You can occasionally catch him in the front bar serving drinks, but for the most part, he's a behind-the-scenes man, concentrating on marketing and admin. Do your footy player friends come in and lunch and bring all their mates in to help business as well?
Yeah, they come in sometimes and want all the free food. And it's amazing how the footy guys earn the most money but want everything for nothing. So
Corey played almost 200 games with the Kangaroos and rates the 1996 Premiership as one of his most enduring memories. It was a star-studded side, boasting names like Glenn Archer, Craig Scholl and the mercurial Wayne Carey, who Corey rates as one of his most gifted teammates.
You got to stand next to him and he'd take 14 or 15 marks and kick 6 or 7 goals, but it probably wasn't until years later that you really appreciate how good he was.
Were you able to learn things from him by watching him during a game?
Yeah, I suppose you learn to get out of his way.
During his 13 years at the top, Corey experienced all the highs and lows of AFL footy. He narrowly missed out on winning both the Rising Star Award and the prestigious Norm Smith Medal. In 1993, he tied for the Brownlow, but was disqualified because of a 1-week suspension earlier in the season.
I'm a little bit like Greg Norman in a way that I've found a way to spectacularly lose some of the best awards.
In 2002, after a much publicised rift with coach Dennis Pagan, Corey left Arden Street and headed to Princes Park.
Attacking 50, McKernan, he's got it!
The move had immediate results when he won the Blues Best and Fairest in his first season. What was the difference between the Carlton Footy Club and the North Melbourne Footy Club at the time as you were there?
I think it was rare the period I went to Carlton anyway. I think it was all pretty new, this losing stuff.
These days, Corey has another passion: golf. He's a keen amateur and has booked to go to next year's US Open just to watch his heroes perform.
Like, even talking about it now sort of gives you goosebumps, like going actually the spots where Norman played well, Nicholas played well and so forth, so it'd just be a great trip.
And while he's daydreaming about life at Augusta, Georgia, there's plenty to keep Corey busy at the Leveson. even if some of his clientele have one too many raspberry lemonades.
Oh, you must hear a lot of hard luck stories behind the bar, Corey. I could have been a Brownlow medalist.
Hear a lot of them.
Could have been a 300 gauge champion. Could have been a premiership player. Could have won the Masters. Could I get another raspberry lemonade, please?
If you want to experience the match pressure of AFL football just like a coach, then why not play the AFL Team 2006 trading card game? It's the hottest online game in football, where you can be selector and coach of your very own AFL team. As a Beyond the Boundary exclusive, Team 2006 have put together a great competition. Head to afl.com.au/team coach. Follow the Beyond the Boundary prompts and you could win a framed set of AFL Team 2006 game cards of your favourite team. There are 3 to be won each week. Entry is completely free.
Primary School, let's see what you've got. We're closing in on finals time and 38 metres 70 is still our biggest kick. Can we beat it today? Let's find out. Let the games begin. Whoa, here we go. Who backs for the Blues? What about the Magpies? How about the Hawkers? Hey, who thinks they can kick it the furthest in Schoolyard Superboot? Come on, let's go, come on! It's another beautiful day for Mainland Munchables Schoolyard Superboot. And not for the first time, our opening kick is a beauty. Bang, that's not a bad kick at all. 30 metres 50. Good kick, it's gone high. The flag has been peppered, but remaining where it stands. Bang! But our super booters are determined to give it everything. Here he goes, he kicks it a long way. Is it further? It is! 31 metres 20. 31 20! Year later! High. Oh.
No, not far enough.
31 20, Josh is still winning. 4 kicks remaining, can you win it?
Yes.
Now the 4 boys remaining, here they are, they're likely lads. Can you beat 31 20?
Yes!
Oh, well, here we go. Let's find out. Can he move the flag? Kicks it high and long. Oh, is it far enough? It's not. Kicks it high. He's giving it everything. It's not far enough either. Here we go. Kicks it. Oh, it's at the side of the boot. 3 of the 4 have kicked and failed, leaving only Mitchell between Josh and the prize. Can you win it, Mitchell?
Definitely.
Definitely. 31 20 is not far enough for him. Are the boots yours?
Yes.
Well, let's find out. 31 20 to beat. He kicks. It's got a long way. Is it far enough? Oh, it's close. 30 metres 10. It's not far enough. Just a winner. Good work, Josh. You've won a sensational pair of Adidas Predator football boots. Everyone else will share some AFL Team 2006 trading cards and a selection of Mainland Munchables. Josh's class will also receive a school excursion to AFL World and a birthday party they can auction off as a school fundraiser. A great kick from Josh places him 8th on the Mainland Munchables Schoolyard Superboot leaderboard. Our 10 biggest kicks for the year will head to Telstra Dome for the Superboot Grand Final, trying to kick their way to our major prize.
Well, let's talk some football now,
Yes.
Daniel Harford, and I'm glad that we're inside out of the cold and the rain.
And about time. I've got the flu.
It is about time you don't have the flu. Stop being a sook. 2 tough games for Channel 10 today.
Oh, yeah.
Collingwood, West Coast at the Telstra Dome. Collingwood, 3 losses, not travelling fantastically. West Coast, I'm not convinced by them either, though.
No, well, they're just sneaking over the line, the Eagles, aren't they? They had a good win last week against Sydney, the grand final rematch, of
Only
course.
2 points, though.
Yeah, but they still came
At
from
home.
behind and they had to work hard, and that's a sign of a good side that can work hard, be behind all day, but just limp over the line. So, from that regard, West Coast are travelling okay. The other side of the coin, the Magpies, all sorts of bother. Now, I'm not sure what the old man's saying at home, but he's not happy in the media. He might be happy with the boys at the club, but they're just...
You can't be happy when you're losing
They're rattled
games.
at the minute. The forward line's not operating effectively, and I think the defence of West Coast will be able to shut that down and make even more problems for the Pies. So I think that's where the problem lies. The fact that it's at Telstra Dome doesn't really affect anyone. So on that basis, West Coast for me. I'm sorry, Christie.
Right, well, I think that this could be the game that turns Collingwood's fortunes around, so I'm actually going to tip Collingwood to get up and win, to have a big run to September. All right, well, tonight it is Sydney-Richmond at the SCG. 2 losers from the weekend.
Don't be like that.
Sydney would be happy to be back home.
They certainly would, but they're a good side, the Swans. They, as we said, went down to the West Coast by a couple of points, but they're back home on their own turf and they're comfortable there and they know their game there. Richmond, on the other hand, coming off a defeat to the Demons, which is no great loss.
Yeah, just another victim.
They're just flying at the minute, the D's. But the Tigers are going okay. Swans at home, it'd be a great tactical game. I'm going to have to pick them.
You think Sydney by about how much?
6 points.
6 points. Okay, so Sydney and West Coast for you. Collingwood and Sydney for me. Okay, now you have to be quiet because it's time for everyone to listen up for their chance to win the best seats in the house at the Telstra Dome. Listen. Medallion Club is Australia's premier sporting club with exclusive restaurants and bars and state-of-the-art facilities like your very own in-seat monitor. For your chance to win 2 Medallion Club tickets and a $50 dining voucher, all you need to do is answer this week's easy question. Who is the coach of Essendon? To enter, send us an email to competition@beyondtheboundary.com.au. One lucky winner will be drawn every week. Good luck. Thanks for joining us on Beyond the Boundary. If you're planning on having a drink to celebrate the footy this weekend, do the responsible thing and take a cab home. Next week, we find out how one of the Bulldogs' best players keeps busy off-field. And one of the game's most loved characters, Justin Madden, takes us behind the scenes of Parliament House. Enjoy the rest of the weekend's footy. See you next week.